Alright guys, today I'm going to go through 10 hypercharges that I personally think need to rework, whether that's like a big buff, a big nerf, or just overall completely changing it. The definition of rework is kind of different for different people, so take it as you will. But if you guys end up enjoying this video or you agree with my list, then make sure you subscribe to the channel, pop go nubs in your shop, I would really appreciate it. And also, if you think that there are any other hypercharges I should have mentioned, just drop a comment. They'll be like the honorable mentions of the video. And now let's get into it with hypercharge numero uno. Now this one is probably fairly obvious. It is Nani's hypercharge. Nani also has a bug. I'm not sure if that's been fixed yet. I don't think any of the bugs in the event have been fixed yet, but Nani's hyper is, it's not that good. Like, there are just some that are kind of like why is this really how it is? It definitely could be so much better. And yeah, this is just one of those that I feel like had so much potential. Don't know exactly what it could have done, but honestly, anything else than what it currently does. I'm sure there are plenty of ideas out there, and I'd rather just, you know, base my opinion off something that isn't within 10 seconds of thought. So yeah, I'll try and think about something. Okay, this might be broken, but I just have one idea. Is it would kind of change how it works a little bit, allowing it to go through walls. Sometimes walls are like the enemy of Nani. Sometimes you want to use your super to break walls, but in that case, you would probably not want to even use your hyper to break the wall in the first place. So yeah, my first idea is that it could go through walls, so then you can just hit people. Dude, it's so slow. That's so bad. Oh my gosh, why am I even playing Nani right now, bruh? Okay, get returned. She's about to super, but I'm about to dodge it. Let's freaking go. All right, dude. Yeah, Nani's not in a good spot right now. She's bugged to oblivion, and she's got a bad hyper. It's just a dude. This Mandy, I'm breaking her ankles right now. Get rolled. Hold on, she's dead. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if I can actually hit somebody with this. I'm walking at 2 feet per second, and I still hit the guy. Poor guy. Poor guy. Get returned. Now she's about to stop, and you're not hitting that. Get freaking rolled. Okay, we need to make sure I don't die because I have like 3 million stars right now. You're almost dead. Come on. Whatever. We still win by 2. That was surprisingly close, just based on the fact that I didn't die a single freaking time. Let's go. Okay, I was gonna do this thing where I put like the logo of the hyper that I'm currently using on my face cam. It was gonna look all cool and stuff, but for some reason, Brock's asset is not in the Supercell fan kit anywhere, so I can't access his hyper without photoshopping it myself, and I'm not doing that for this video. So, but yeah, you can see who I'm playing anyways. It doesn't matter. I want to break this wall for him because I don't want that wall there. But Brock's hyper, a lot of people say it nerfs him. I'm still questionable about that. Like, there are some cases where it does nerf you, but there are also plenty where it doesn't nerf you. Why is she running straight in all my shots? Who knows? But yeah, like it can be good. I think if you use it properly in the right time, then yes, it can be good. Otherwise, it could nerf you a little bit. So my idea is maybe to just honestly like completely change it. Let's see if I can hit him with it. Okay, so first of all, you have to like actually hit your shots and be good at this game, which I'm not, and I don't do, so that's not happening. I literally can't hit this guy. Somehow I have 7 stars. I should just probably stop talking. But okay, my first idea was to like kind of keep it how it is, but also completely change it in a weird way. So my idea is to make it give like 3 big booms, not like 5 big booms, just 3. All right, 3 big booms, and like it's basically the same circle size and everything, but the booms like root somebody in place or something like that, so then it's harder for people to escape. It can kind of just like kill them. Maybe that's like a guaranteed kill thing that we want to avoid in this game, so maybe not root, but just like 3 big booms that do big damage. And overall, it just has to be more than the original. I was about to feed them 7 stars, and then I clutched up, bro. That was a really good match. I feel like I carried. Oh my gosh, my teammates both got 1 kill. I did everything. What do you guys think about my 3 big booms idea? Let me know in the comments. Okay, fair warning, it has been a long time since I last played Sam, and I'm washed, which is it's just a terrible combination for a Sam thing. But I do think that Sam's hyper should be reworked, and there's kind of a sign for when a hyper should be reworked, because like if a hyper is, wow, see, I'm just bad, but if a hyper gets nerfed to the point where you can't even get the thing, then you already know that the ability is too powerful and they have to nerf it in some way. Now, I'm sure this has been said over and over again, like I'm probably broken record here, but the first idea, the obvious idea, is to just make it so then you can't pull it in until it reaches its maximum distance. That just makes the most sense, so then you can't team wipe as easily. You're probably still gonna do it. I feel like I'm running around doing nothing right now, but you can't just like, yeah, you can't just like go in and team wipe by mashing the button. You could still do it, but it would be more difficult. Okay, maybe I should lock in a little bit so then I can, because I already got my idea out there, so hopefully I can, like, do something. I'm trying to pressure them. My team is not moving up the map for whatever reason. I don't exactly know, but, you're dead. See you later. Where's my thing? I accidentally shot it all the way down there. You're dead? What are you doing? These guys suck. Uh-oh. No! Please. Oh my gosh, I'm still alive. Okay, maybe I'm the best sand player in the world. I don't know. These enemies, though, are just, like, not that good. Crow, guys. Okay, brother. You got the kill. Honestly, that's a good thing because then I get less stars. Hold on. Does he even know? He knows. He knows too much, in fact. He knows way too much. That's a Hyper Leon. Die. Oh my. Wait, you're dead. Bye. Oh, goodbye, 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 sir. Goodbye. I'm out of here. We only need one more star, boys. I didn't even get the Hyper. Bro, I'm hard carrying. That's how bad Brock's super is, by the way. He cycled a super on me, and it didn't kill me. I just want to point that out. His super's bad. Guys, I went 4-0. I carried, and I didn't even get a hypercharge. Unless I did and I'm tweaking. Otherwise, that shows how bad it is and how badly it needs a rework. So let's move on to the next one. Uh-oh, everything just changed. Whatever I was about to do might not work anymore. Let's see. Okay, well, bounty is gone. That was my favorite mode to record in this video. Now we have duels. I can't get hyper in duels. I'm gonna have to figure this out. We can play hot zone. There we go. Perfect. Also, I don't know when I'm gonna show this on recording next, so I'm just gonna open it here in the middle of this video, because who doesn't like watching opening Subway Surfers boxes? It's literally the peak content inside of Brawl Stars. So let's get the hypercharge skin real quick. That is not 18. That is not the number. If you see the number 18 on the box, it most likely means that you're gonna get the Poco skin, and I'm not seeing any of that. Star drop. Wow. How much more do I have? Okay, do I have any more boxes? No, I do not. We're close, though. What the? Ali, get off my screen. What are you doing here? All right, boys. And now we have probably more repeats of what I've said before, what other people have said before. But we have Pearl's Hyper. This one is just bad. We already know the reasons why, but I'll repeat them for you real quick. It pushes the people away from your ability. Now, it could be somewhat useful in a mode like this in Hot Zone where it, like, covers the zone itself. That's, like, not that bad of a situation for it. Honestly, that's probably the only situation where it's ever viable to use, other than just dealing more damage with the hypercharge itself. And I don't know how I'm whipping these shots. I'm just bad at this game, and I'm about to die. Hold on. I'm still alive somehow. Let's go. Okay, I have to put the scores back on the screen. My bad. Sorry. I mean, as long as I can get this hyper in this game, I'm going to be happy because you know what happened last game. Played Sam, didn't get it a single time, so we'll see. He's about to go invincible. Oh my gosh, he's cycled a super. There he is. Okay, full invincibility, and you are full dead. Mortis, you got this, I believe. I have to heal up. Hold on, we have hyper, so we could get a situation where we get to use it. The thing is, it's going to use all my heat, but I might one-shot somebody, so come here. Die. That's so much damage, and she's dead too. Okay. See, it worked. It kind of did its job, but, like, the ability itself, I didn't do nothing. Literally, it just sat there because nobody was on my... I just wasted my super. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now. BRB. My Mortis has more healing than damage. And 3 kills. Wait, that's insane. That's kind of crazy. Wait, he stole 3 kills. Alright, guys. This one is Lou. Now, I'm a fan of Lou. I don't like it when Lou is bad. I'm about to die, bro. That was so close. I like Lou. But I do think he's got one of the dummy broken hypers, like the team white button hypers, because an instant freeze, like an immediate stun that you can't avoid. Do they have triple thrower? Oh my gosh, they almost have triple thrower. But like an instant freeze is just like fundamentally broken, and there's really no way that you can nerf it besides it's one of them that like the only way to nerf it is just making it take longer to get, and that's never fun. Like taking 3 years to get a hyper is just never fun. Like, that's just how it is, bro. Like, I'd rather... Honestly, at the start of hypers, we thought that some of them were boring, but now I'd rather take the approach of make them boring, but you get them more often, so then at least you get to, like, use the gameplay. I understand that team wiping as the person who's doing it by pushing 2 buttons can be fun, but, like, I also would... I would be more interested in the competitive side of this game if the skill was added back to it, and hypers like this were the cause of the removal of skill, basically. Like, that's what happened. So yeah, it's just one of those that I think, oh my gosh, I just think like it's just too broken. Just fundamentally, it's one of them that will probably just never get buffed. There's never really a reason to. I didn't even use it, bro. Like, that was terrible. What am I doing? My idea for a potential change, and take this with a huge grain of salt, but my idea is that instead of it, you know, immediately freezing, either we like reduce that and add something else. I just got absolutely clapped, or we do something different where maybe you like slow them down in the zone, so then like maybe you can add the freezing faster. Like, that could definitely be a thing, but just as a different effect, you slow them down in the zone, so then it's like even harder to get out, or if you're playing Lou, then it's even easier to hit them, because like one thing about Lou is that it's hard to hit his shots, but if somebody's really slow in the ice, then you know, it can help out a little bit. I think that could be kind of nice. Do we need more slows in this game? I'm not sure. I'm also not sure if we're gonna end up winning this match or not. All right, we're getting a comeback, dude. The triple thrower was just not good for us, but I do have hyper, so hopefully if we don't win fast enough, come on, throw it. Yes. Okay, yep, that was the one use I got out of it. Barely in time as well, but at least we didn't go out of the match getting nothing, so there we go. And unlike Sam's, this one is a team wipe button, and we got it twice in one game instead of 0 times. So that shows that it's pretty good. Those stats are, wow. Oh my gosh, bro, I almost forgot about this one. This one is terrible. Chuck's is so bad. It does just about nothing. I guess the damage boost is fine, but like the smoke that comes out, I don't think it does anything. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it does anything. Like, I legitimately think it's kind of useless. Like, it's almost as useless as another one that I'm going to mention in this video. I just never see it do anything. I'll be fair, I haven't really seen it used in general, but I still have yet to see anybody getting clips of it or anything, so that kind of makes me think that it's just bad. So hopefully I can like set this up so then I can go farther around the zone, because we haven't even like started to get... Okay, I'm going in the zone. This is my zone now. Thank you guys. They just let me in the zone. I'll take it. But you get it pretty quickly. That is one thing that I kind of like about certain hypers that suck, is that you get them like pretty fast. I'm about to die to the Kaze thing, bro. I can't even like hit a single shot, bro. I've never felt this useless in a match of Brawl Stars. I don't even think I have a team. That's how useless I feel. Come here. Okay. Well, that kind of worked. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't feel so useless anymore. We just need our team to like pull their weight as well. Barley, are you shooting at ghosts? Like, what's happening? Okay, so once they get back on the zone, once I see that going back up, hopefully soon. There we go. Now I'm gonna hyper and smoke. Guys, when I tell you I've never felt more useless, I mean it. Like, that was the most useless I have ever felt playing this game. And I just want it to end. I just want it to be over, bro. Okay, now we've got a pretty obvious one. I'm sure everybody knows about this. And I'm going to be honest, bro. I am very, very shocked that this one has not received any kind of change, like, at all. It just, like, hasn't gotten anything. And it's terrible. It doesn't do anything. Its best use is in Heist, which is a mode that Sprout does not play. And that don't make any sense to me, bro. Like, its best use is placing it on the Heist safe. Otherwise, you're not really hitting people with this. Even if they get close enough, it's gonna do some damage. It'll help you a little bit, but either they'll immediately walk away, or they'll just never approach in the first place. And even if they do, they have to get so close that half the time it's probably not even gonna hit them, because it doesn't even cover the full wall. What it does is it places this thing in the center, only the center, that they have to hit. And yeah, if they don't do that, then GG. Like, your hyper's gone. So the best thing you're going to get out of it is damage from your main attack. And yeah, I think that Sprout could use a hyper that helps him like defend himself a little bit more, because all Sprout has to do that, like from assassins, I mean, and like tanks and stuff, because all Sprout has to do that is his super, and you have to do it really well, otherwise you're gonna just die. You might even make it worse for yourself if you mess it up even slightly. So I think, yeah, it could be Sprout's button to like help him, because he doesn't have that. So this one I think could just be a complete rework. So I'm gonna go back in with my hyper and try to get some value out of it. I'm gonna try and wait until they're like all in the zone or something. Maybe we can push them out with it. Okay, so they're in the zone. Can I get a kill with it? No, they're already pushed out. All right. Okay. Wait, oh my gosh, I should have waited. She was next to it and she still wasn't taking damage. I need to get in the zone. Let's just do this. You guys are not getting in. Thank you very much. And GG. Okay, can we get this out of here? All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I tried. I can't get value with it. No matter how I try, I just can't do it. And you're not getting through there, buddy. You're not getting through. Oh, you're also not getting through, by the way. Okay. Sprout's a bully, though. Even without his hyper, he's a bully. Okay, bear with me. I am not a kit 3v3 player. I literally only play this brawler in duels and showdown where he's always broken without a doubt. But yeah, I'm gonna try. We'll see. I might have to jump on my teammates, but yeah, Kit's hyper. The thing is, it's gonna become another one of those where they just have to make it take forever to get because it's that broken. Like, it is such a team wipe button. There's generally just nothing you can do about it. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, you know what? They're gonna nerf it. You're never gonna get it ever again after they nerf it, and then that's just how it's gonna be. And it's like worse version where you jump on a teammate. That's gonna get affected too because that's so much range. Okay, Wreckers, why did you have to tell everybody to auto aim? That's what he did, bro, and it worked so well. Yeah, we're not getting on that zone, but hopefully I can just do this. Okay, maybe we can get on the zone a little bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got some damage. Okay, we're getting a lot of damage. Okay, wait, this is actually going pretty well. This Hank has like infinite health though. All right, you need to die. See you later. All right, you too. There we go. You gonna jump? You gonna jump? Okay, wow, get clapped. Okay, so I'm gonna go invisible. They have no idea, and then just like blink. Oh, come on, brother. No, 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 no. This is so bad. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. No. What? That's so bad. Get shot. One more time. That's so much range though. Bro, I wasn't even ready for that. That was so much range. I completely overshot it with that. Bro, how am I getting the kudos when my El Primo did 4,800 damage? Honestly, I thought I was about to be the worst player in that lobby, but clearly I was incorrect about that assessment. Guys are probably gonna hate me for this, but I'm putting Doug on my list just because I think that his hypercharge was simply made to be cheese, and that's all it was for. Maybe that's how he should be. Maybe they just want Doug to be a cheese brawler, but his hyper doesn't even work on himself, and when a hyper doesn't work on yourself, I think that there's already a fundamental issue with what's happening. So Melody, I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. All right, well, I'm not gonna die. That's all I know. I know that Doug is not the best brawler in this game. He probably never will be unless they like super overbuff him, but you get that. And you can't miss your super anymore. That is definitely a good thing. All it does though is it just makes it so then your attacks, maybe it does something else. I'm not sure. I'm kind of stupid, but all I know that it does is that it puts your attacks on the enemy as well, which is just like dummy broken. I feel like it should be dummy broken, but I surprisingly have seen a very minimal amount of clips about it. So maybe it's not that good. Maybe I'm like overestimating how this thing is. Okay, let's just heal myself and get my own super real quick. So I should throw it on my teammate because there's really no other way to use it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Hopefully I live. Okay, I'm gonna wait and then I'm gonna use it on Melody when she gets her super. So hopefully she gets that soon. My bow has kind of been AFK for a hot minute here. Hopefully Melody doesn't die. Okay, she's about to though. No, bro. Okay. I'm doing nothing. I need to go in. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, you know what, Bo? You can do it. There we go. I got some value. Okay, I did something with it. At least I did something. That's all I care about. Oh my gosh, bro, wait, you're insane. Kill him. Okay. You know, wait, what? Dude, I'm so stupid. I haven't been healing my teammates. Dude, I hate my own gameplay too. Trust me. Like, I watch it back and I just hate it. Okay, you take that. There we go. I did a good thing. And get over here. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Wow. No, Doug is just, I don't know, he's definitely a noob stomper. Like, I would say he's broken, but if he's not using pro all the time, then... Did she get it? I don't even know. Dude, that was such an easy match. I feel like I did a whole lot of nothing, yeah. Surprising good amount of healing for somebody who didn't realize that he could heal his teammates for half the game. Okay, so last hypercharge of the video is Lola's, and flame me if you want, bro. This is my personal opinion. I think that she's like a worse version of Colt in most situations, and I feel like her hyper didn't really help that case, where like it's just like it doesn't really fix one of her weaknesses. It just makes her ego, which is an ability that's already kind of bad, a little bit better, a little bit more tolerable, but it still dies so fast. And it doesn't get like that much more value, maybe not as much as a hyper should in the current state of the game, at least compared to the rest of them. The ideal state of the game probably should be like Lola's hyper across the board, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's really underwhelming, especially compared to a lot of the hypers that do the same thing, because they decided for most of the spawners in this game to do the same thing for all of them, which is just make them larger, give them more stats, and call it a day. I think that's pretty boring, but that's what they did. So like for a lot of them, I know that Penny's is a bit different, but Nita's, Juju's, There's probably a couple more. I don't know. They did well with Larry's, though. Wait, bro, the game is already over. Wait. I don't want it to be over. Get out of the zone, Gus. Okay, well, I got to use it. It almost died immediately, too, so I guess that goes to show how weak it is. I don't know. Maybe there's like a crazy Lola player out there that can prove me wrong about this, but I just think it's overall a really underwhelming Hypercharge. That's how I feel. Alright, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, smash like, smash subscribe, use code NUBS in the shop if you're not using it already. I would really appreciate it. And let me know what you think about my list. Was it good? Was it terrible? I know that some of them were pretty obvious, but we just got to pester Supercell until they eventually change the ones that desperately need it, like Sprouts, because yeah, that one's just like kind of sad. Poor Sprout, bro. It's been so long since he got that hyper, and they just left it. They just left him how he is. I feel bad for the guy. I feel bad for Sprout mains especially, because they still have no way to save themselves from assassins besides like really super skill-based wall placements. Hopefully the game audio wasn't too abysmally loud in this video, because I did notice that it was cranked up a little bit, and that's such a bummer, but I have to go to bed. So I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.